So we shall now go on to our next speaker, Dr. Senthil Nathan, a very well-known oculoplasty expert with this very interesting one case, one pearl for all of us. Dr. Senthil Nadal is the chairman and medical director of Ramana Eye Center, Chennai. He's also a visiting consultant at Rajan Eye Care and Bill Roth Hospital. On to you, Dr. Senthil Nadal.
Thank you, madam. Very good evening to all of you. At the outset, I'd like to thank the AOS ARC, Chitra madam and Dr. Satyajit for giving me an opportunity. Can you see my screen, please?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So today I'm going to discuss an interesting case which we had a few months ago. And this was the patient who came to us. We had operated DCR with a silastic intubation done a few months back. And since I had done it in a different hospital, the patient actually came with a small tube prolapse 2 or 3 months after the surgery. And the fellow there was handling the patient. And what he did was, since the tube was visible from the ocular end, he tried to just pull the tube and see if he could take it out from the eye end itself. And this is what happened. Actually, he pulled the whole tube out up to the knot, but he was not able to remove the tube because it was knotted at the end. And then he was stuck with the problem because the tube was completely out, but he was not able to take it. And then he had to call me and I had to go and manage the case. And when I saw the patient, it was like this. And you can see that's a very huge tube prolapse. And how do we go about this? Now you can see that this patient has got a very big tube prolapse rubbing on the cornea. So how do you do this? And when we did a rhinoscopic examination, just put a speculum on the nose, we are not able to see the knot end at all. So we are just planning how to do it. And the right way actually to approach this problem is, if you can't see the knot, you have to use an endoscope. Do a nasal endoscopy. And first, try to see the nasal end of the knot. That's the most important thing. Don't try to pull the tube from the eye end because there's a big knot there and you'll not be able to take it. This is the first pass. You can see that's the middle turbinate there. This is the middle turbinate, and that's the ostium. And this is the tube. You can see the knotted end of the tube there. So this is the knot of the tube. So this you have to first identify. And once you've identified that, you're under endoscopic guidance, you have to hold the knot first, which is almost right at the ostium of the DCR. You have to hold the knot and you have to gently pull it so that you can see it with a simple nasal speculum itself. So that's what you need to do. First, catch the knot and try to pull it. And once you do it, automatically the whole tube on the ocular end will come into place. And once you have done that, now you go ahead and cut the ocular end using a scissor. And then now you will be able to pull the silastic tube from the nasal end very easily. And this is how we have to go about tackling this problem. So you can see the whole tube has been removed. And this is what you need to do. This is a very small pearl. So whenever you have whenever you're planning a routine silastic tube removal also, always do an anterior rhinoscopic examination with a simple nasal speculum. See if you can see the nasal end, see if you can see the knot. If you can see the knot, then it's fine. But if you can't see the knot, if the knot is retracted way into the nasal cavity, don't attempt to cut the tube at the ocular end because you will not be able to pull the tube out. And there's a risk the patient might aspirate the tube. It might go into the lung of the patient. So if you can't see the knot, use an endoscope and hold the nasal end first and then cut the ocular end. In that way, it's a much more controlled and safer procedure, and you can avoid a lost tube or aspiration for the patient. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, doctor. That was a great pearl. But if you do not have an endoscope, what would you do?
Yeah, if you don't have an endoscope and if you can't visualize the nasal end, what you can do is you can actually ask the patient to blow his nose firmly. You ask him to occlude the normal side, and you have to ask him to blow the nose. And by come into visualization. And even after forceful blowing, if you can't see the tube, then you need to post it on another day, get help of a local ENT surgeon who can just bring the endoscope to your center, or you can go there and do it as a combined procedure. It's a very simple procedure, hardly takes few minutes. But if you can't see the knot, it will not be possible for you to retrieve the tube. So you first ask him to blow or even sneeze. And if you can't see the knot, then better to fix it on because it's a planned procedure. You can always fix it on another day, coordinate with your ENT surgeon and do it.
Thank you, Dr. Shruti. Any question?
Thanks,
Yeah,
Dr. Yes, for the ophthalmologists who don't have an endoscope, it is a problem. So generally, what a small pearl that I learned from my mentor was, like, as much as possible, if you don't have an endoscope, if you have an endoscope, good. If you're using it, great. But we just put a single square knot, just one small square knot, and we retrieve it from the common canaliculus itself. So the pearl here is only if you have put the knot, you remove it. Somebody else has put the knot, don't venture, because you don't know how many knots they've put in there.
Dr. Shruti, one small question to Senthil.
Yes, sir.
Hello. Yeah.
Yeah,
Dr.
yes, sir.
Senthil, how many days following surgery was this tube coming out?
Yeah, this is actually around 2 months, sir.
2 months. So I think it was good time to
Month
take
after
out
surgery.
anyway.
Good
But
time to
let's
take it
say-
out anyway, yeah.
Anyway, so if it had happened, let's say 4 days after surgery or 5 days, or in the first week, would you have tried to pull it down, retain it in some way within the nasal cavity rather than taking it out?
Yeah, one option is you can just pull the knot, use the endoscope and just pull the knot and keep it in position and just leave it like that. Just counsel the patient not to put his finger on the medial canthus and try to pull it. This happened because the doctor actually pulled it using a forceps. Otherwise, it was not the problem of the patient. He had a very small tube prolapse. So such huge prolapse usually happens when they inadvertently put their finger there and rub. They get the whole tube out. So what you can do instead of trying to suture the tube into place in the nasal cavity, which is slightly traumatic because the nasal cavity is already very vascular. If you counsel the patient, tell them very carefully that you have a tube there, you put your finger, it will come out, and then we'll have to do a procedure to put it back into place. Counsel them, and on the 1 month time, I don't think it should be a big issue.
Yeah.
Pediatric always suture it. When you're doing the surgery, then they can have a simple stitch and anchor the tube into the lateral wall of the
Yeah, because sometimes the tube has a memory, and if it's been out for a long time, then even if you pull down,
yeah.
the same set of factors which caused it in the first place may come in. So
Correct.
some kind of securing, if you can do that, especially if you want to retain it for some time.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I have a point. So I think we have to make this aware to the other ophthalmologists as well, because a lot of times there's a tendency when there is a slippage, they tend to remove it or rip it. You know,
Very true.
Dr. Senthil, you should be very glad that it was not ripped away and you were called even before.
Yeah.
So
Because actually, why I made this pearl was, man, because even some consultants whom I know, they say they cut it from the eye end and say the patient just swallows it, nothing happens. But it can go into either cavity, it can go into your trachea also. And I've had patients where it's gone into trachea and we need to use a bronchoscope to take it out. So it's not, you can't take it very lightly, just cut it and say, it'll just, he swallows it and it comes out next day with his thing. That's not actually, it's not so simple. You can have a bad aspiration. So you have to take it out yourself physically, make sure it's completely out.
Thank you very much.